Oh, I'm totally gonna get hit here. Fuck. Okay. Ooh, man. Uh-oh. Oh, I saw my mantle. Thank God. You jerk. Probably just dead here. Yep. Oh, dude, like literally half a second faster, and I would have not been knocked on the ground like that. Okay. Tank Wizard. The second I was fighting the game. Yeah, probably second, yeah. I make it look easy. That I do not make this look easy. um, so match rank 100. Yeah, the only fight that's probably harder, in my opinion, is AT Volcana, but I was hoping I was not gonna get hit by that. You're in a really shitty spot for wall bangs. Maybe not. You might reach that. Yeah, you did reach that. Okay. I thought the head was gonna be close to me for the backswing. It was not. Oh. Could use smoke bombs more, to be honest. My Rocksteady Mantle literally wore off the moment he wiped, like half a second before he roared. Oh, got hit by that. Every time. At the exact same point. Oh, okay, let's see. Can I see a hunting horn on this dragon? Yeah, I mean I can do a hunting horn. I haven't played hunting horn in a while. This fight here is against God. Yeah, Fit House is pretty much a god. I could join him, but that would mess him up. Yeah, I was trying to do it solo. Um, Does adding players increase the health of the boss like Souls games? Yes. No health bar. How do you even tell? You don't. You don't tell. You'll learn certain things. There is a little marker on the bottom that kind of helps, but it's not really. Um, but yeah, there's no like indicator. You can get like those mods that you can get if you wanted to have a health bar, but I don't like having a health bar. Um, so I don't personally have one. Um, Not sure if I'll get to Wild, but it'll definitely sink some time into Rise. I'll be streaming it. I'll keep an eye out for the new game coming. What other games do you play, Wizard? I play. So at the moment, I'm playing Monster Hunter, Deep Rock Galactic, Witchfire. I'm thinking about getting into Warframe. Um, potentially playing Warframe. Not sure yet. Um, but pretty much my primary game is Monster Hunter. Um, Warframe. Yeah, I was thinking about the only reason why I was thinking about getting into Warframe is because they added a I don't know when they added it, but I was watching like random videos and like a Warframe video came up and a there's a wizard Warframe called Dante. So, but yeah, hold on. Someone was asking stuff about hunt hunting horn and I'm using hammer right now, but I kind of want to play hunting horn because it's a support weapon and that's more my thing. I don't know. It seems hard to play songs and attacks. So, I can show you hunting horn. Hunting horn's not that bad. So hunting horn is um not really a support weapon. Like truly the support weapons in the game are like light bow gun and sword and shield with the right build. Yeah, Dante he's OP. Yeah, I heard that he's pretty good, but I just want to play him because he's a wizard. Um, it's your first ever Monster Hunter game. I'm not sure you're a Souls gamer. Okay, so I will warn you. Um, Rise is a side game. Just so you're aware. Nacho, how goes it? That doesn't mean Rise is a bad game. It's just if you play Rise, there's probably not going to be any other Monster Hunter game like Rise, kind of thing. Um, you're probably like there's probably not going to be another release uh of a Monster Hunter that's going to be like Rise is. Um, so there's always one game, main game, and a side game. Yeah, that's what they do. They release a main game like within the series, and then there's always a side game. So World was like the main in the series, and then they released Rise, which was like their side game. Early Iceborne hunting horn builds. Early Iceborne. So your best hunting horns in early Iceborne are going to be pretty much Dodogama. Wilds were the main, yes, yeah. Wilds is in the main line series. It is considered the sixth gen game, basically the start of the sixth gen. So weapons like, let's see, not that's not the weapon that I wanted to hit. Hunting horn. Okay. So early rise, you're gonna have. So the biggest thing about hunting horn, right? Especially if you're playing solo. If you're playing solo, the biggest thing about hunting horn is that's gonna make a hunting horn good is what songs it has. So when you look at like the song list, right? So like you obviously have your defender horn, which don't use defender if you're new to the game. If you're just starting out, it's your first Monster Hunter game. Don't use defender. All you're gonna do is hurt yourself in the long run. Um, but so like you know every hunting horn is gonna have different different songs. The best songs in the game for single player is gonna be like Attack Up L. So like Dodogama, if I go down here, so the Dodogama line, this one has Attack Up L, so you get Attack Boost L, which is when you do the encore for it, it goes to Attack Up XL, which gives you a 20% damage boost to you and everyone else in your group, which is huge. It's the biggest just flat damage boost in the game. L means large, yes. Yeah. And then if it has S, it means small. So the way that they work is like if you have an S song, so like where's one with an S? So like see how this one has earplugs S? If you were to do earplugs S and then you encore it, it will go up to earplugs large. And then if you do Attack Up L, it'll go from Attack Up L to encore of Attack Up XL, which is the biggest. But if you have Attack Up S, encoring it will put it to Attack Up L, kind of thing. It puts it like the next step up. So Dodogama gets you even like all the way down to its beginner horn, its first horn, gets you Attack Up L, which goes up to XL. It gives you Health Boost L, which means you basically don't need to use Health Boost in your build, so you don't need to worry about that because Health Boost is the strongest ability in the game, hands down. In terms of like skills, it's probably the best skill in the entire game. Until you get to like super end game. And then you also get Defense Up L, which is nice because you're more defensive, which helps, especially on newer people. You get Impact Echo Wave, which is just a nice solid attack song. It does like a burst of damage, and it's like a sonic boom almost. And then you also get Max Stamina Up plus Recovery, which means you have more stamina for dodging and for making mistakes and things like that, and like repositioning. And you also recover it faster, so when you do make a mistake or you need to dodge a bunch, you can get your stamina back quicker. And then Wind Pressure Negated helps in some situations. It's not that great, but it does help in some situations. Pretty much your biggest thing is that you're getting the stamina up, you're getting attack up, and you're getting health boost, which is huge. And it's all in one horn. It's by far, this is the horn that I ran. I ran this horn all the way until I think, was it, who had, I think there was another horn that I ran. I might have started, I think I started to use this horn because I was getting better at the game, and the health recovery was nice in multiplayer. Because this one will like heal. The health recovery S will like heal people. But Dodogama's was like the god tier horn for like the entire game. This was like my staple horn by far. The only horn that ends up beating this out is like the end game horn, in my opinion. I don't think there's any other, because like if you're playing solo, the big thing you want is Attack Up L. That's like the big thing. This horn right here, this Tigrex horn, so this one's not bad if you're going against monsters that roar a lot. If they're roaring a lot, the earplugs can negate that for you, which is nice. What about armor? I'm not super far, I think, but my current assigned quest is a Tigrex. So, let's see. If I go into my stuff, do I have my low rank? This is my high rank build, right? But that's not really gonna help you, I think. Let's see. Where is my high rank? Does this build have decorations in it? It does, but they don't really matter. Okay, so you're in master rank now, right? Because you said Iceborne, or are you just starting? Thanks for the help. Sorry for oh, it's all good. That's literally like the only reason I play this game now is to help people. You're in master rank, okay. So if you're just starting master rank, don't worry too much about armor. Now if you're at, you said you're at Tigrex, so you are. Tigrex even in here? You have Tigrex, these ones. So does any armor give you Sonorous that you would be able to use? Because Sonorous is really good. Where is Sonorous? Sonorous. Is Sonorous not a skill you can get in armor? Good song, yeah. Can you not get Sonorous in armor? Your MR10? Okay. Guess someone's listening. Oh yeah, Halo did yeah, the Elder Dragon. It's a channel point redeem that I have. It's a bunch of dancing it's a bunch of monsters that are dancing from the thing. So oh god. So one of the most important skills, which apparently there isn't. Is there no? Let me pull up my thing. 1 second. Let me pull up my little website thing that I use. Sonorous. Well, it's Sonorous skill. Horn Maestro, that's what it is. Yeah. So there is armor that gives it. Is it Gyros? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's because they call it Horn Maestro. I'm dumb. They don't call it Sonorous, they call it Horn Maestro. There it is. So Horn Maestro, super important. For hunting horn. Horn Maestro is going to essentially increase the duration of your songs. So it greatly increases the effect duration of hunting horn melodies. So this helmet or these gloves. These gloves you're gonna have a harder time getting, so don't bother with these gloves. If you can't make gyro stuff yet, you could go with bone pants and boots, and that will give you it. But yeah, you want to make either this helmet or these two, the bone B pants and the bone A boots. You make the helmet, then yeah. So make this helmet, Horn Maestro, most important thing. After that, you kind of have a couple options. You could go the route of getting skills like Slugger, which will allow you to, if you're good at getting the head, it will allow you to get what is it? Stuns off easier. So you could go like the bone gloves and pants. If you have the ability to do Diablos, you could get like the Diablos chest piece, things like that. We're so in depth. Oh yeah, there's. Do I make A or B? The helm you just make A. So, where is it? The only difference is this one gives you paralysis resistance, but you lose a deco slot. So see how this is a slot 2? The B, the way that it works is Bs will always have bigger deco slots, but less skills. So you don't really want the paralysis resist. So you go with this because it just gives you the bigger deco slot for future stuff. For be able to fit like an expert deco or something in there kind of thing. So the next thing you want to decide is like, okay, do you want to go damage or do you want to go like more supportive, right? Like what your preference is? Are you trying to just be like I want to deal damage, but I'm also just like my support that I'm providing is my songs and nothing else, or do I want to be like the healer between damage and support? So damage and support would be basically just running general hunting horn, where your support is your songs, but you don't run anything else to provide support, because there's a skill in the game called wide range, this skill right here. So what this skill does, this one. So what wide range does is if you basically, whenever you use a potion or an item, most items, it'll also apply to your allies. So it'll affect them as well. So that going something like wide range would be the more support side of stuff. If you just want to be like an offensive support where you're buffing people through your songs, but that's about it, then you would just run standard hunting horn. Which if I was to run a master rank hunting horn, so weapons, what would my build be if I was to run a master rank hunting horn? Let me pull it up here. I'll make you a build real quick on what I would run without taking into consideration decos. The first one you recommended? Okay. Upgrade. So this would be the horn I would work towards, personally. This would be the horn I would want to get. This Dodogama horn, right? Right now listening is like being thrown into advanced math without learning my time. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not upgraded though. Oh, that's fine. You just want the Dodogama horn, and then you want to work on upgrading it when you can, kind of thing. Dodogama horn is just really good. Armor wise, I don't think I could make the Gyros horn helmet. Was I able to? I was not. I'm missing warped bones. Well, that's super awkward. I don't think I have one made already. No. Warped bones. Warped bones are most likely in wait, they're just high. What? No, warped bones. Not warped face stones. Oh, that's why. They're gotten from Raffinos. Or no, that doesn't make any sense. Warped bones, monster hunter world. Oh, it's just the Rotten Vale. Just the Rotten Vale. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go to the Rotten Vale and get some warp bones really quick. Increment. Gathering. You got the helm. Okay. Yeah, I'll put together a full build in terms of like what is it? Without using decorations. That's what I try to do. I try to make a build that gets the best skills you can possibly get, without decorations. Because it's easy for me to get stuff because I have decorations like you wouldn't believe, but the average player is not going to have those decorations. There is bones up here. Don't have decorations? Yeah. Yeah, most players are not going to have them. So... Oh, you couldn't give me one more warped bone game? Come on. Why are you like this? Okay, let's go up here. What's good? Hey, Drunk Trey, how's it going? How you doing? Decorations from Rise are different in World, yeah. Oh. I gotta go up here. Yeah, the end game grind in World is decorations. The end game grind of Rise is like their amulets or whatever they are. Chilling in Rise. Rise 16, nice. Killed my raging bracken for shooting, nice. After putting it off for a while, nice. Yeah, those are definitely wall monsters. I got 4 thick bones. I didn't get a single warped bone. This game dislikes me. Yeah, I was trying to solo Fatty earlier for the first time. I've never actually soloed Fatty because I play a co-op 99% of the time. Are you gonna just give me 4 thick bones again? Thank you. Okay. Return. Pretty sure I only need 2. And it did not go well. I think I'm getting slightly sick, like I have a cold or something, because I feel real tired. So it's probably not a good idea to try and fight Fatty. Especially after not playing this game for like 2 weeks. Because I've been playing Witchfire, because Witchfire, highly recommend it. If you like Destiny 2 combat with mixed with like Dark Souls game and like magic and stuff and Souls like Dark Souls and like roguelike games. Okay, forge equipment, armor. It is a lot of fun. It's in early access right now. Okay. But I've been liking it. Highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. I still got more stuff to do in it, but shooting it but didn't catch it. Yeah, it's definitely very good. It's hard, but it's good. Chain equipment. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put on this hunting horn. Wait, where's my hunting horn? There it is. Okay. Oh man. Hold on. Gotta ban this person. Denied. Sorry, there was a Twitch was like, hey, do you want to let this bot who's trying to sell you viewers in? I was like, no, I don't. Okay, forge equipment, armor. Okay, so we have the helmet, right? So now we got to get a chest piece. So big thing we're probably looking for, right, is for fiercest Rajang, I had to swap off, was suffering at the moment. Yeah, Chuchaihk Blade is rough against Rajang. It can be pretty rough. And like until you get down the guard points, it can be rough. So let's see. In terms of things, so you're not gonna need health boost because your hunting horn is gonna provide that, which is good. So critical eye is pretty good if you can get crit chance. So there's Kulu. Do you have the ability? No, you won't have the ability to get that. That is not. So Kulu would give you that, but it's not really worth the 2 points. Um, okay, so there's this helmet. What is the crit chance of this? I'm assuming you probably can't make this, though. You're probably not at the point of being able to make Ebony Otogaron stuff. No, I can't. Okay. So we're gonna stay away from Crit Eye then. If that's the case, then what do we have for Slugger? Okay, I would make these gloves. They give you Slugger 2 with attack boost, so bone A's. Basil. Sudden Basil. Very loud. I would make these gloves. Because you're going to get Slugger 2 with attack boost, which is nice. Because as a Hunting Horn player, your priority target is their head. Because you do stun damage. So that's your priority target. You should always be going for the head. Slugger's going to help you with that. Now, beyond that, let's see. What else gives you Slugger? Let's make sure there's no boots that are going to be better that you're going to want to run. So let's just see what all the boots give you. That gives you critical draw. That's whatever. Let's see. You get critical eye with that, but whatever. Doesn't really help. That really helped. Yeah, you're probably not at this point yet. So then yeah, so I would make those gloves and I would make the boots as well. I would make the B boots. So I would make these bone A pants. Oh, not the bone A pants, sorry. The bone A gloves. So I'd make those. Make these the bone B boots. And that will give you Slugger 3. And then what do we have that gives attack boost? I don't normally like attack boost. I think it's a bit of a bait skill, but where you're currently sitting at, it's probably okay. Attack boost 2. What do we have with attack boost for pants? Anything? Not really, huh? Okay, so what can we get? What can we get for chest pieces at the moment? What do we have? So Jagras gives evade extender and attack boost. I'm a big fan of evade extender myself, personally. It is a blast horn. Right? It is. Yeah, it is a blast horn. Okay, blast. We could go that route. That might actually be pretty good. That may be better than attack boost, to be honest. Blast attack. Oh, man. Hey, guys, cheap viewers. Did you know that? That's crazy. You guys probably couldn't see that person. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, blast. Sorry, yeah. So my assumption is that you can't do Brachydios yet. So what I would do is I would make this chess piece the Dodogama because of the horn that you're using. And then if you can, so you can make Dodogama B chess piece. If you can, make Brachydios B pants. This will be like the goal for you. When you can do Brachydios, that's gonna be the goal for you. But until then, until you can do that, I would just run. Let's see. Pants. There's not very many good pants, to be honest. Hunting horn. Like, normally I would say you'd run health boost, right? But you don't need it, so... Do you have the ability to make Fulgur Anjanath stuff? I don't know. I don't think you're at Fulgur Anjanath yet. I don't know if you've seen them. No, okay. I would just run this for the time being. Just run the Baroth B pants. It'll give you Agitator 2, which is a little bit of extra damage and affinity while you're doing it. That would be what I would run at the moment. Until you can make the Brachydio stuff. Because once you can make the Brachydio stuff, it's going to give you Blast Attack 4, which is actually going to be pretty good. And then in terms of this, you're going to want to run... Normally for me, I say run the Health Boost Charm. But you're not going to need the Health Boost Charm because... Brack's supposed to be next time. Oh, okay, perfect. Because you're going to have it. So, from there, you could run... let's see. What could you run? I would probably work on the Master Charm as much as you can. There's not really anything else to go for you at the moment. So I would say if you can make any part of this charm, it'd probably be pretty good. Because your real goal, right? Your real goal in a build is to get as much crit chance as possible. You're looking to... Let me just put on my actual mantles. You're looking to get your crit chance to 100%. So, like, right now, the crit chance is really low. You're not going to have high crit chance at the moment. But, like, your true goal, right, is, like, to get crit chance to, like, 100%. If you can. because that's going to be your biggest damage increase on pretty much any weapon, um, before anything else. So like that's really what you want to go for, but you don't really have that option at the moment. So, for you, this is what I would run, because why do I have 4? Oh, because I have, yeah. So I would make like, it's either, so you could either do that or you could make the attack boost one. When can I make the Black Pants? Whenever you fight Brachydios. So if you're supposed to fight them, kind of thing, then once you fight them, you get the parts, and if you can make them, make them. Make those as soon as you can. Until then, I would just use the Baroth Pants because it gives you Agitator, which is a little bit of extra damage. That's about it. But let me, because Forge Equipment, Charms, I'm gonna assume you can probably only get to like 1 or like 2 with this charm, maybe 3 if you're like, oh, it's Auto Garon, so you might not even be able to make it. Yeah, no, because normally I tell people that are new to the game to run the health charm, but you don't need the health charm because it's whatever. So you could go attack boost. You could go the attack boost charms. If you can't make the critical boost charm, you can just go attack charm and just get attack boost and make it as big as you can, kind of thing. But like you're gonna deal pretty decent damage. Like Hunting Horn hits pretty hard just out of the box because of your buffs. So you're probably like, let me make an attack charm real quick. So yes. Okay, then if I upgrade this, what does it take to upgrade? So you can probably make this. You can probably go to attack 2. High Commendation. High Commendation is an 8-star quest. So yeah, that's probably where you're going to be stuck at. You're probably going to be stuck at doing at attack 2. Which sucks, but that's probably just where you're going to be at until you get to it. Because it's an 8-star quest to do. Or wait, is this high rank? Oh, this is high rank. So no, you can do this. This is high rank, so you could do that. Diablo's Hardhorn. Diablo's Hardhorn. This is a Master Rank Diablos. So I don't know if you can fight Master Rank Diablos. If you can, oh, Annihilating Greathorn, you won't be able to do this one. So you won't be able to do this one. So yeah, you'll be stuck at attack boost 3 is what you'll be stuck at for a while. Crispy! When should I swap gear? Like, how long will this build last up until what assigned quest? So this build will last until you pretty much get to, let's see, when is the next big set of gear? So I would say this would probably last you until you get to Auto Garon. Because especially Ebony, because you're gonna be able to get 3, 4, 5 crit chance, right? That's probably gonna be a good point in which the build starts to like swap out. Um, Brachydios is probably going to be a big one. Agitator's really good. Yeah, so I would say that's probably like really it's gonna come down to when you start seeing when you start getting like your best skills you'll notice in a lot of builds. Like if I go to like my hunting horn build, um like best skills, I use earplugs. Don't use earplugs. Don't do it. I use earplugs now because I can fit it. It's a super comfort skill. Do not use earplugs until you have the ability to fit everything else first. Because earplugs will teach you very bad habits as a hunting horn player. Um, it's a very good skill, but it will teach you bad habits. Um, but like critical eye, agitator, um, peak performance, like your crit skills, your crit boost, your weakness exploit, and your critical eye are like the big things you want to go for. It's going to be your biggest damage increases overall on any weapon. Um, like hands down, like pretty much every weapon in the entire game runs those skills except for like a couple niche builds. Um, it's just a huge damage increase. But the nice thing about the current build is that it is a blast build, which I just like got rid of everything. Which is awkward. Let me just go ahead and put all this back on. So the nice thing about when you get to this point of having the Brachydios pants, and you have Blast 4, you also have Attack Boost 4, which is nice, and Slugger 3, which is just nice, and Horn Maestro, which is nice, with no skill. So you're sitting at a 30, not a 30%. What are you setting at for a crit chance? You're sitting at only a 5% crit chance, which isn't that good. But your blast is what's really gonna make up a big thing because Hunting Horn is actually really good at proccing statuses and element for one particular reason. There's one particular attack that is really good for it, and also really good for applying KO. Just really something for like, dang. So like one of Hunting Horn's like biggest things. So like obviously when you're playing Hunting Horn, right? Most important things to do is to do your songs. There's a couple tricks to Hunting Horn. So one, if you have a song, so it's kind of hard to show you because you can't really see my cursor or anything. So if you look at the Attack Up L song, right, at the very top right, it starts with purple on its song. Now, if you end a song with that note, so see how I have like self-improvement? So if I do self-improvement, see how self-improvement ended with a purple note? I don't have to do another purple note to start Attack Up. I can go directly into this, and then into this, and then into Attack Up. Right? So I basically saved myself a note. And because attack ended in a purple, I can go from attack directly into defense. So see how defense starts with a purple? I can now just do double into defense. So you don't have to... The end note of a song can be the starting note of another song. Kind of thing. And then you can play them. And it'll do the whole like thing. And then you obviously want to encore. So when you're done playing your songs, you want to make sure you encore because that's how you get attack up XL and defense XL and all that stuff. Another really good attack for playing notes quickly is when you're holding forward and you do this attack. if you input another note, so this is your right hand. So like if I wanted to do health boost, right? If I wanted to do health boost, normally I'd have to do this, right? I'd have to do this attack, and then I'd have to do this. Well, you don't have to do that. If you do this attack, and then in the middle of it, you hit the note, on the second swing, it'll input the note. So it'll do the blue note right after. So you can do into that, into this. And now in 2 attacks, I played 4 notes. Kind of thing. And then you have health boost, which is super nice. Because as you can see, it just basically gave me like another like 100 health. Just for free. Now, in terms of applying blast, the best thing for applying blast is this attack. So this little like spinning attack. It's gonna like apply effects and things a bunch, which is super nice. That's like your big combo. It's faster technically to do this, go like this, and then hold back, spam your attack, do a little poke, and then do it. Hold back, spam your attack. And you want to spam Echo Wave is like the big one that you want to spam mostly, because then that goes into this thing, which is can be like, you know, doing little explosions. And then does like one big attack for like 400 and something damage. But yeah, you can, there's like little ways to kind of speed up how you do attacks and stuff like that. Another thing to note is that Hunting Horn is really important on its movement. So like when you're moving and you do an attack, it's completely different. Like if I'm not moving and I hit right click, it just does this. But if I am moving, it does this. If I am moving and I do a double attack, it does this like forward slam, right? But if I'm not moving and I do a double attack, it does this backwards slam. And this backwards slam is really nice for hitting monsters' heads when they're like above you. So you can kind of like do this upward like slam onto their head. It's really nice. So getting used to like knowing when you need to not be moving, having no movement inputs, and be moving is really important for Hunting Horn. And then also get used to what is it? This whole mechanic. So if you look on where it says you can encore your songs, if you're like, man, I really need to get my let me put in health boost, and then I'll throw in a defense. So if you're like, oh man, I really need to get my health boost right up because it's about to go down, or I lost my health boost, get used to doing the thing. So like as you can see, it's my side button and my left click. If I do those both at the same time, it's gonna start the song with health boost and give me that health boost. So I can choose which song I want to play in the list, depending on like what you have queued up. So kind of getting used to that is also super, super helpful. For the most part, you kind of just play the songs and you don't worry about it too much. But in certain situations, it's nice to know that that's a thing you can do, you know. But yeah, really, Hunting Horn is just getting used to doing your attacks and your combos, and it's just gonna kind of come to like your combos for your songs as you're just fighting the monster, and a lot of it's gonna come from just doing it, and you're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna get used to the muscle memory of it, and you'll start to notice a lot of song lists kind of play into each other. Like this whole song list plays into itself. Like I can start with health boost and I can be like going up to a monster, doing this whole thing, going like this, going like this. Now I have attack up and health boost, and then I can go like this, and I get my self improvement, and like you get the whole thing, right? So it all kind of like builds into each other. Like this horn, yeah, most of it, yeah. I mean, if you have questions, by all means ask. But like this horn, very easily like has the ability to. I'll get rid of these songs real quick. Like has the ability to chain its attacks together really quick, because you can basically. What I would do is probably start with health boost. So I would do like this, go into this, go into this, and then go like this, and then self-improvement, and then I would encore. And now you're going to get attack boost, you're going to get your self-improvement, and you're going to get your health boost all in one song. But it all happened in like way less notes, because you're combining this thing into songs. And since that song ends in a purple, I can go directly into another one of these for attack boost and stuff like that. It's getting used to doing that kind of stuff is what really makes the difference between a hunting horn player and stuff. It's the big defining like what makes a good hunting horn player. So if I do an attack, I can input the second note mid attack to save time. Yeah, so only with this. So with this forward red note attack, this one, no other attack does it. But if you do the note and then you input another note, it'll play it mid. You can kind of see the horn glow. So normally the second part of the horn, no glow, right? There's no glow to the horn. But if I do another note, you can see it kind of glow the blue. See how it did have that like blue glow towards it at the end? Because I'm inputting the note. So you can use that note, that attack as like a dual note type thing. But like if I was to do this, I can't input another note into it, right? Like it doesn't. If I was to go like this, I'm not inputting another note in. It's not working. So there's no like, oh, let me, yeah. And then obviously you can roll out of stuff as well. Rolling out of things is nice. You can always roll out of an encore if you're like, oh man, I'm about to get hit. You can abandon the encore or the song and do it. Just keep in mind you're gonna lose the song. So jabbing in the spin move. So whatever your clutch claw aiming button is what you're gonna press to do the spin move. So whatever you press to aim your clutch claw, you're gonna do an attack. So after an attack, you press your clutch claw button, and then you hold backwards and press any attack. Doesn't matter what attack, you just press any attack, and it'll do it. So you can do that one. You can do any attack, and it'll do the little stab, and then you just repeat. You just keep pressing your clutch claw button after the jab, and then you do it again. The best thing is to do impact echo. So after you have all your songs up, like if a monster is down on the ground, like you knocked them out or they got toppled or something happened to them, that's going to be your combo. Your combo is going to be run up to them, hit them with this, go like this, hit him with a poke. Go like that, hit him with a poke. That's your combo. You're just gonna repeat that kind of thing. Now, sometimes you can, depending on the monster and the way that they're facing, if you wanted to, you could do this combo. So you can do like this, and it does kind of like a slightly more damaging, more stun hit, because this little poke is not a stun attack. It's a pierce attack. So it can cut tails. This little poke can cut off the tail. If you hit him with that, it'll actually do sever damage to cut off the tail. But this, if you wanted to build up more stun, you could do this combo of just not holding back and just pressing right click or pressing your red attack, and it'll do a hit to like stun them to build up more stuff. This little spin move builds up stun really, really fast. It's a really good attack. And then obviously, if you have the an opening, you want to do like impact echo. Impact echo is a bunch of stun, and especially if you can get the third, a triple impact echo, because all of them stack. So each impact echo will all go off at once in the encore, doing more damage. I feel like the poke into spin will be great for quickest DPS. Yeah, that's your fastest DPS combo. But you are a blunt weapon, and you do build up stun, so it is a thing to think about, that maybe you want to get a KO on the monster soon. You're trying to, to do that kind of stuff. That's one of the things to think about with the weapon. Is that as well. But yeah, most important thing is get your buffs online. Get those buffs online. Keep them up, kind of thing. Especially your health boost, your attack boost, and your stamina recovery. Like, stamina recovery is gonna help a lot. Because like, one, you can get stamina up, but like, you can see how quickly my stamina, like, it goes down, and then it charges pretty quickly, right? I get it back pretty quickly. But like, if I have stamina recovery up, so now my stamina is higher, and look how quick, like, watch how quick my stamina comes back. It's gonna be like way faster. It's a nice boost. And the nice thing about this song too is if you dodge through it, you just get stamina back. So you can literally just have infinite stamina just in this little bubble. So you get your stamina back. You get a way bigger bar of stamina. So you'll never have stamina problems. That's the great thing about this horn, is you don't have stamina problems. You have bonus health. I'm curious actually but yeah, you can like literally just like dodge around these bubbles and you'll have infinite stamina. Which is nice. I'm actually curious though. Now that I think about it, health boost might actually stack with this. With this horn. For some reason, I have a feeling it doesn't, but I could be wrong. Health boost might stack with this horn, so you might actually be good to go on health boost, because you'll be even tankier for like mistakes. Like, the biggest thing I push for in builds, I'm big on comfort. I'm always comfort before anything else, because it doesn't matter if you kill the monster in 20 minutes or if you kill the monster in 15 minutes. If you're dying because your build is super uncomfy and you're just getting frustrated and having a bad time, it's not worth playing, right? I'm more about like enjoying the fight versus like, I gotta get the most damage out, otherwise I'm not gonna kill this thing quickly. It's like, it doesn't matter, just fight the monster. It doesn't matter if it takes you 30 minutes to kill a monster. That's just the way that the game works, kind of thing. So I'm always about comfort over meta. Always. All of my builds lean more towards comfort than anything. Endgame builds can just fit comfort plus meta, kind of thing. So let's see. Let me just change. I'm gonna change my amulet to the health boost amulet real quick. We're gonna see if because if health boost works with this, then yeah, I would just run the health boost amulet. That would be what I would do. Yeah. It does, okay. So yeah, so I would just run I would run health boost amulet. Because you should be able to get health boost 3 amulet. And then you'll have, like, with this build, you're basically going to have max health and stamina the entire time. You're gonna have like end game health and stamina the entire time. Like, this is like an end game health bar and stamina bar that you would have. And that's simply just because you run the horn. And you're also going to give that to everybody else too. Like that's not just for you, that's anyone you're playing with. So you're basically giving your entire squad end game health and stamina if they have health boost as a skill. But yeah, so I would run, this is what I would run. And then the biggest thing you're going to want to swap out is your gloves, I believe, because I believe the gloves are only attack boost. I think they're only attack boost. I think it was the gloves that I put on that had attack boost. Let me double check. Sorry, might be revising the build a little bit. Make it even better. Change equipment. Oh, there's slugger as well. Okay. So the slugger is nice. Pretty much, once you have this build going, the next thing to swap out is going to be the gloves and the boots, right? Once you can make them, let's see. Which are they? Critical Eye 2. Trying to think where you're gonna want to start swapping these out for stuff. Is there skills? Critical Eye, let's see. Where's Critical Eye? The Kulu gets you 2. Gloves. Yeah, man, the boots and the gloves are like kind of a tough spot, huh? Are you to that point? Well, I can, let's see, maybe you just keep the boots and the pants, or the boots and the gloves for the, because there's not really anything good until like later for the boots and the gloves. And you're getting slugger from them, which is just kind of nice. Yeah, so I would say this is probably going to be your go-to for quite a while. You're going to upgrade them. So, you know, you're going to go to the upgrade and you're going to put in your armor spheres and stuff like that to increase their defense. Kind of thing. You're going to make sure you, like, you know, augment them to get rid of the upgrade limit to upgrade them even more. But yeah, I would keep it like this for a while. I mean, you have a bunch of decoration slots, so like you should have an expert jewel, so you can fit an expert in there. You could, if you wanted to, you could get rid of these pants, right? Like this is another option you could run. You could get rid of these pants and you could run do I not have Kulu stuff made? I guess I don't. You could make Kulu stuff. Where's Kulu? Oh yeah. So you could make this Kulu pants for the crit eye. And then skills. I don't think there's any gloves that are gonna give you any major crit eye anytime soon. I mean, when you get the Frostfang Barioth gloves would be pretty good. But until then, there's not really much. Like you could put on the Odogaron ones if you wanted to once you get Odogaron unlocked. Because then this would put you at, you know, you'd have crit 5, so you'd have a 25% crit chance if you had a couple crit 1 decos. You know, you could throw those on there, and then now suddenly you're at, you know, a 40% crit chance, which is pretty nice. It's a pretty big damage boost for you, kind of thing. Because you should have an expert for it, because I'm pretty sure the game gives you one. But yeah, I mean, this is an option. It puts you at a 25% crit chance, which, you know, helps, kind of thing. But yeah, it's even without these gloves, you could run something. You could, if you had the ability to, you could continue running the bone gloves. You could run the Kulu Greaves. You'd be at a 20% crit chance. A mid-game build? Probably. It's probably more like, it's gonna be a little bit more of a mid point of it, because you're gonna be fighting like Odogaron and stuff like that. Mid is really when you get to like Raging Brachydios. That's probably like mid to late mid is like Raging Brachy and stuff, because that's like Raging Brachy is going to be like your be all end all until you fight Fatalis. And then when you fight Fatalis is going to be your be all end all gear. But Raging Brachy is like crazy good for stuff. And by then you'll hopefully have like decorations and things like that to do and whatnot, because that stuff is like, yeah, the Raging Brachy gear, like mid is like here, like, yeah, you're getting to like Odogaron, you're getting to like Nagakuga, stuff like that. Then you start getting like down here, and like, yeah, like they're not in like a perfect order is kind of the problem, but like Raging Brachy is just so good. You get Weakness Exploit, Agitator. Like, it's just so good. That's gonna be like your be all end all essentially for the armor. Until you get to like Fatalis armor, which is like the best armor in the game for 99% of builds. I can find for decorations. Yes. So there's a couple. 2 of them you probably can't do at the moment. Well, I know one of them you definitely can't do. Another one of them you probably can't do. And there is a lower rank one. Let's see. So there's a few quests I can show you real quick. So, in terms of master rank, you have, where is it? So this quest right here, the Wrath of Thunder Descends, which is an MR24 quest. You get bonus HR and MR, and you also get a ton of decorations. You get decorations for it. And then after that, the next one is going to be Day of Ruin, but you need MR 100 for that. that's like your be all end all for decoration farming. You will fight this monster a lot, kind of thing. For at the moment, you're probably going to have the greatest Jagras. So I can bring him up real quick. I'll show you how it works. Where is the greatest Jagras? He is a high rank, right? Is the greatest Jagras master rank? I don't believe so. No. Is it optional? Thought it was... Oh, right here. I'm just blind. So this quest.